Hey guys, this is Costi with Pickdawgz.com coming to you with a breakdown of the elimination rounds in Copa America. We got through the group stages. Now we're off to basically the quarterfinals. A very exciting time. There's been some good matches. Unfortunately, USA has been eliminated, but you know what? The better teams obviously rise to the top. Hey, Goran, what's going on, brother?
Yeah, like you said, Costi, we are up to the quarterfinals of Copa America, and there's an interesting thing that they announced. There is actually no overtime in the knockouts of Copa America. It's going straight to the penalty shootout for the quarterfinals and semifinals, and potentially only finals will have the overtime if necessary.
It's very interesting. I don't know how that's going to placate to the actual odds being drawn because, you're at that point, obviously to advance, it shouldn't change it too much because you're still, when you're making a bet, you're still betting it in regulation time. But if you have the ability to do to advance, I think that benefits certain teams that they don't have to play another 30 minutes against the top contender. But we'll wait to see how this all plays out. But what we're doing here at Pick Dawgz, we always give out free content for everything. So if you're a very avid fan of this video series and Goran's soccer predictions, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We even post in the comments. We always respond to the comments. We love all of our fans, and we appreciate every single one of you. If you just want Goran's best bets, head on over to pickdawgz.com, click the premium picks tab. You'll see Goran's name. You can buy his daily bets. It's very affordable for smaller bettors. But if you're a big player and you're somebody that bets over 500 a game, if you want basically told exactly what our big ticket bets are each and every day, because we do rate them on our VIP package, text the number you see on your screen, text the word goal. I will personally call you back. But please be courteous of my time. This is only for big players that want to actually subscribe. It's not free and actually get those big ticket plays that we're putting down on certain games, not all the games. But with all that being said, let's break down some of these matchups. The first one we have is Argentina against Ecuador. Not gonna be I'm gonna be brief about this one. It's Argentina or nothing for me. This is the time that they shine. They got out of the group stages. Even if Messi's not out there in full strength, they're head and shoulders better than 75% of this Copa America outside of possibly Brazil or Colombia. But Argentina definitely is very strong. I like them in this one specifically. Who do you like in this one?
Yeah, like I said, we don't have to talk about this game for a while. I mean, we can be brief. Argentina, absolutely perfect so far this tournament. They still haven't conceded a single goal. Messi was rested in that game against Peru, so he should be ready for this game. But even without him scoring a single goal in this tournament yet, this Argentina team is quite dominant. And with all due respect to Ecuador, I think this is definitely gonna be Argentina. And luckily for them, they have an open path towards the finale because they did avoid Colombia, they avoided Brazil, they avoided Uruguay. All of them are on the other side of the draw. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised to see Argentina winning another Copa America. So for this game, all Argentina.
Yeah, there you have it. And the next one, the winner of Argentina and Ecuador are going to play Venezuela and Canada. And Canada sneaked in here. It's this is it's reversed. You would think the US would be moving on this far and Canada would be out, but Canada's in basically the quarterfinals here. What do you have in this one?
Yeah, like you said, Canada really did snuck in. They got quite lucky, I have to say. They played against the team with red cards. So Chile got a red card, Peru got a red card against them. They've scored only one goal so far, and I mean, it's not a question that Venezuela showed a lot more in that attacking end, and they will certainly be creating more chances in this game. But these are the knockouts, and I don't think that Canada can afford right now to be reckless in this game, to attack and to blindly go and create chances, because Venezuela could definitely punish them in this game. So I do expect a little bit of a slower game. Like I said, there's no overtime here. It's going straight to the penalty shootout. Um, Potentially, I'm looking at the nil-nil game here in the 90 minutes. If we are lucky, we might get a 1-1, but honestly, I expect a low-scoring game. The odds suggest as well at minus 175 on the under 2.5. But I'm actually looking at the draw in this one, to be honest. Maybe even first half draw, which could potentially be a little bit of a safer pick for this game.
All right, the next one. This is the game we're very excited to see Uruguay against Brazil. Brazil needed that W yesterday against Colombia for them to be number one in the division, to not play Uruguay, but it ends up going that way. So now Brazil is faced against Uruguay. So I'm not too sold that Brazil is not as effective. I think Uruguay is good, but they're not nearly as good as Colombia. I think Colombia is just that good and defensively, and the fact that they can control the ball, play really good defense. Everybody is incredibly skilled on that entire 11, and I just think they showed that against Brazil, where Brazil's speed and Vinny Jr. He really didn't get off to any sort of creativity because they just basically threw two guys at him most of the time. I do think this is going to be a different situation. I don't think Uruguay is as good as Colombia, and so I'm gonna go with Brazil here to advance.
Yeah, you know what? Uruguay has a very unique problem right now. They do have a great striker up front in Darwin Nunez, yes, and the problem that he has that is the fact that he takes a lot of chances to score a goal. So he needs at least 3 or 4 shots on target in every game to get to the scoreboard, and that is a problem because even though this Brazil team hasn't been themselves, you really can't afford to miss that many chances against Brazil. Yes, Uruguay is in great form, undefeated in this tournament. They beat USA in that last game of the group stage 1-0. Uh, but Brazil, I mean, they had a decent game against Colombia. They needed a win, like you said. This is going to be very much different game. I think that they will need to get used to Uruguay being a lot rougher in this game than Colombia was. Uh, but I do kind of like Brazil here. I have to be honest. Uruguay was one of my favorites to win this tournament. Unfortunately, they got paired up with Brazil in that other side of the draw. But I'm taking Brazil to advance. I think that might be the way to go as of right now. But then again, we also have to wait and see the lineups and formations and stuff like that, and then make a nice and rational decisions about this game.
You got it. And here's the final one: Colombia against Panama. I think it's very hard to go against Colombia here. Panama snuck in there simply because that I don't think the caliber of play, it's not even close. You're talking about Colombia's up here and Panama's down here. Now, can they placate to a draw potentially, and then it goes straight to, like I said at the beginning of this video, this is the team it could benefit them, where if they could get to a draw at end of regulation time and then just go straight to a shootout, that benefits the underdog. With all that being said, I would be insane if I was going to fade Colombia. I think they are the best team in this tournament. They showed that yesterday against Brazil. I think they had more in the tank, but they were happy playing for a draw because that's all they needed to get to be number one in the group. And I think this is the team to beat. There's a lot of guys on this team that you probably have never heard of, but they are creative, they're fast, they have energy, and they play as a cohesive unit. And in this one, it's just plain and simple for me: Colombia or nothing.
Yeah, we simply can't fade Colombia. Like you said, Panama snuck in the knockouts here, but I think this is the end of the road for them. Colombia has simply too much firepower right now. They are so fast, they're so effective, they're creating a lot of chances. James Rodriguez looks reborn for this Colombian team, and
He's
he is their engine
amazing.
right now. Yeah, we watched that game against Brazil. Honestly, they should have had a lead at halftime. That's the amount of chances they created against Brazil. Honestly, I don't think Panama has the capabilities or the quality or anything else to stop Colombia right now. Honestly, 2-0 in the first half. I think that's the least we're going to get out of Colombia here. The over 2.5 is actually minus 118 right now, which to me personally is insane that we are getting this price. So that might be one of the looks. But then again, Colombia probably at minus 1.75 or minus 2. I'm assuming that's where the line is going to be. I will not be shying away from that one. I'll be taking probably both.
There you have it, guys. So if you're interested in the best bets, head on over to pickdawgz.com under the premium picks tab. But if you really want us to tell you which games to bet bigger, which games to bet smaller, or sometimes lay off all the game altogether, text that number to Golden Boot. You will personally talk to me once you're a subscriber and you pay for the subscription and you can bet at least 500 or more a game. I will then put you on a private Telegram channel where you will personally get all the picks directly sent to you by text that Goran makes. So this is really for our bigger players, and that's why I will make you a lot of money. So, anyways, thank you, Goran, again for this Copa America breakdown, and we'll be back with the semifinals.
Thanks for having me, Kosti. And yeah, like we said, guys, good luck with all of our bets. Free picks are up on the Pickdawgz YouTube channel. Premium picks are on the pickdawgz.com. And Golden Boot VIP access is available to those big betters. That's it. Enjoy your day and thanks for joining us.